Alright, hey everybody, what's going on? So, of course, I'm going to be talking about the screenshots that were revealed in the last couple days of the new animals. I know I'm a bit late on that, but I just figured to go ahead and wait for a decent amount to talk about, so it's a more worthwhile video. So, of course, we'll be talking about the Dhole, Sun Bear, and Malayan Tapir screenshots, and we'll also talk about some extra information that was revealed through the articles, and yeah, so on and so forth. So let's go ahead and just begin. Alright, here we are with the very first picture, the Dhole that was revealed on Saturday. So when I first saw this, I didn't know how to feel. This is one of the weirdest looking animals in Planet Zoo I've ever seen. Unlike many other people who've talked about this in videos, I mean, I say many, it was only a few. I'll be the first to say on a video that this thing doesn't look like a Dhole. It just does not look like a Dhole. I know some people have already talked about that. People I've talked to in my Discord have thought that. Most of them, not all of them. Some people see it as a Dhole, some people don't. I was one of those people, and I still sort of am. At this exact moment, as I'm recording this, I'm not even sure how to feel about it, because the past couple days I've been on the hate train for the Dhole, which is weird because I was one of the very few people who defended its inclusion. Many people, when it was announced, people were just hating the fact that we were going to get Dholes because we don't need another canine. But I was one of those people who were saying maybe it's not so bad. But I was really bummed by by my initial look on this picture. I was disappointed because it doesn't look like a Dhole in my opinion. And now at this exact moment, I'm not sure anymore because looking closely at it, it does, and it doesn't look like a Dhole. See, before we saw it, when I first heard we were getting these Dholes, this is what I was expecting them to look like, right? And that's clearly not what we got. Now, to be fair, this is not the Dhole that we should get because it's more of an East Asian Dhole. The Southeast Asian Ursi Dhole, that I hope I'm saying Ursi right, they look more like this. And as you can see, this is what it does resemble a lot more. So then it just comes down to comparing this real Dhole and this Planet Zoo Dhole. And it doesn't look the same. The Planet Zoo Dhole, the front half of the body looks way too high compared to the back half. Now, it could just be because this is a bad picture. Keep that in mind. We'll talk about that too with the Malayan Tapir. We could have just gotten really bad pictures. And I hope that is the case, because at the moment, it just doesn't look like a Dhole. It looks more like a red coyote, or something in the middle between a coyote and an Ethiopian wolf. It looks skinny and has the face of a Dhole and more of like a fox, which it should. But the body shape is my problem. It looks more like a wolf or a coyote, which is not what it should be, because a Dhole is a unique kind of canine. Just the shape of it, it's like a mix between a fox and a coyote. It's like somewhere in the middle, where it has like the lengthy body of a fox, but the head stature of like a coyote with that slight upward at the end. But here, it's kind of something different. I can't exactly put my finger on what it is, but the front half just looks too high, I think. I think that's the problem. I don't know, and some people have complained about the face. I don't actually see any problem with the face. In fact, it looks pretty good, though for some reason it looks almost mystical. I know it's a weird thing to say, but there's something bizarre about just this picture, about the Dhole. It looks weird. It just looks weird. I still hold hope for them. I do. And I think some people might actually be looking forward to them more because of this picture, because I know some people were really impressed by it. We will see next Tuesday when the pack launches, right? So let's go ahead and move on to the next picture. Alright, so Sun Bear. Yeah, some of these animals in this pack were just so well done. The Sun Bear, Clouded Leopard, Proboscis Monkey, and even that small glimpse of the Babirusa make me very excited for this pack. They all look so good, and especially the Sun Bear. This is going to be one of the best bears in the game, I guarantee you. It just depends on whether you like a Sun Bear or not, but this already looks like a complete version of a Sun Bear. I mean, you can see the giant tongue, the model is great, and even though this is just more of a silly picture, it looks so good. Though the eyes look kind of weird with the different shading on them, but it looks really good. I am very excited for Sun Bears. They are, as I said before in the previous DLC video, they are a criminally underrated species, so they totally deserve to be in Planet Zoo. Nothing else to say. Let's move on. Okay, so of course today the Malayan Tapir was officially given a proper look, and the response was interesting. A lot of people did like it, and a lot of people didn't like it. Everyone knows this is a cheap choice. We all know it. Even people who like this one. It is a cheaper choice. Alright, they did do this to save money and to give us more animals without having to really give us that many more animals, because let's be honest, the game doesn't need Malayan tapirs, but I was open for it. And it's not that I didn't want Malayan tapirs, like I'm comfortable with having them. It's just the problem that it looks like they put barely any effort into it. It really does look like just a Baird's tapir with the new texture on it and the coloring. But maybe, just maybe, in ways that we're not seeing yet, it is better. We really don't know. What I was hoping for them to go about, how I was hoping for them to go about the Malayan tapir was one of two ways, or both ways. Either A, they treat it like a completely new animal and start from scratch, or they treat it as basically a better version of the Baird's tapir, a better model, right? Because I never even thought the Baird's tapir model was that good. The nose was always too stiff and short. So it's a better Baird's tapir in model, animation, and maybe even some of the smaller details like sounds and just more uniqueness to it. A better Baird's tapir that happens to be Malayan species. That's what I was hoping for, but it really does just look like a Baird's tapir with a new repaint on it. I hate to say it. Now again, we have to see them more to really know for sure, because thinking back about that screenshot we got of it in the first trailer, in the first trailer of the pack, this picture right here, it actually looks better in this picture. It looks like an actual Malayan tapir. In this picture, there's something odd about this, the adult Malayan tapirs here. Really just the head. The heads are bothering me. I'm not sure what it is. So I feel pretty disappointed in the Malayan tapir. Again, I do think it will be better when we actually get to see it. I mean, the trailer gave us actually a better look at it, so it's not that it just looks, not that it may be truly bad. Again, it could just be this picture. Someone could have just taken a really bad picture of them. But at least I can say that the baby looks really good. Alright, now that we got the screenshots out of the way, let's go ahead and talk about some other side information that was revealed through the articles. Well, to begin with, we have found out through one of the articles that the proboscis monkey will actually be the very first swimming monkey in the game, which is really great to hear. I still am disappointed that they went with the proboscis monkey over the gibbons, but this is really cool, and I'm glad to see that they did stay faithful to the real creature. They could have easily had it be afraid of water, but that would have been pretty unrealistic, because proboscis monkey are one of the few monkeys that do like to swim. They are weird as hell, let me tell you. They are some interesting monkeys, so you can't really take away that swimming ability without issues, so of course they stuck with it, and that is great. I'm really looking forward to seeing how they do that. They should have a new animation, a new swimming animation, because in the game at the moment, none of the primates swim. They don't. They avoid it, as they should, because monkeys hate water. So this will be really cool to see. I can't wait to see the animation for that. And the next piece of information is even more exciting, I think, but it has to do with animal enrichment, animal interspecies enrichment. So for a starter, of course, the sun bear and binturong can share habitats, which is great because zoos have done that in real life, and I was wondering if we'd see that, and of course we are. That's just awesome, by the way. Can you imagine seeing, sun bears and binturongs, two pretty different animals in the same region, but pretty different, living together and happily. Like I think happily, but it is really cool. And then this is where it gets interesting. A lot of the other ones will have extensive interspecies enrichment. For example, the Malayan tapir, it can be enriched by the binturong, proboscis monkey, Bornean orangutan, and Indian elephant. And the proboscis monkey can be enriched by Indian elephant, as well as, I'm quoting this here, but as well as the aforementioned sun bear and binturong. And that's crazy. That is an extensive amount of interspecies enrichment. I wouldn't think a proboscis monkey would be comfortable with a sun bear, but I guess so, and I could see some of the other ones. I could see a tapir being happy with an elephant around, but an orangutan, I'm sure it's possible, and I'm sure these animals do cohabit peacefully in their native range, but this is definitely like the most advanced interspecies enrichment I've seen in the game so far. So just wanted to point that out. Very cool information. But besides all that, guys, I just wanted to do a quick update. I will be talking about the other screenshots eventually. Tomorrow we should be getting our very first look at the leaf bug. I'm actually really looking forward to seeing that, because right now I could use a good looking animal reveal after having seen the Dhole and Malayan Tapir. So yeah, looking forward to that. And then we should be getting another poll on Wednesday, and then most likely seeing the Binturong for the very first time on Thursday, because of course it's gonna win that poll, which I am dying to see. Let me tell you, I'm really dying to see what the Binturongs are gonna be like. I think everyone is. But yeah, so for the final time, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.